So how deep the damage? Let's say good afternoon to Mike Paul, who specializes in reputation management. And also hello to Dave Zirin. You read him in The Nation magazine. He's the author of A People's History of Sport in the U.S. Good to have you here. Mike, how do you begin to fix this?
Well, first thing you have to do is tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I don't think so. You know, one of the things I would do if Alex were my client is I would show him today's newspaper in New York, for example. One of them has Sully Sullenberger on one side of the front cover saying hero, and the other side it has Alex Rodriguez and it says liar. That's what his fans think. I think that's an accurate depiction of what they should think. I think one of the worst lies that you can tell, and it's something we teach our kids before they even go to kindergarten, is a lie that has a partial truth within it, but the rest of it is false. And I think that's what happened yesterday.
Now, Dave, this is on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. It's above the fold on the far left upper corner of the New York Times page A1 today. This is not a sports story today.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Rodriguez makes more than a lot of titans on Wall Street. I mean, first of all, there's a good lesson here for people. You don't lie to Katie Couric. It's like flossing your teeth with the American flag, and people aren't going to forgive that very soon. But second of all, it's been interesting. I thought his performance on ESPN would play well in Peoria, but I got a lot of emails today from people, from readers, who thought the whole interview was kind of depressing because here, once again, we have a player calling himself stupid, speaking in half-truths, and I think what we want to get at this point is what's really behind the whole steroid era in baseball. I mean, do we just want to hear again and again players being contrite and apologizing, or do we want to get at a deeper truth? Do we want to see Tom Hicks or Brian Cashman or the Steinbrenners get interviewed? Do we want to find out the real guts behind the steroid era?
Do you think we do?
That's a very good question. I think fans have a question they need to ask themselves, and that's, do we want to know how the sausages are made? Because, like A-Rod's friend Madonna says, no one's like a virgin here, and we got to accept that.
All right, Mike, given the fact that you already have the two versions of Katie Couric and what he told Peter Gammons yesterday on that narrow issue, how many more times can you go to the American public and say something that might be a little bit more truthful, if that indeed would be the case?
Well, he's the boy who cried wolf right now. He's going to have a more difficult time going back and trying to explain it.
Is it irreparable?
You know, the only thing that he can try and do now, if he wants to get the whole truth out, is to say that I was very nervous. I was scared about doing this interview, and I gave some partial truths. Here's the whole deal. And when he talks about, for example, understanding what stacking is and exactly what he took, when he says that, you know, yes, I had a big contract, but it was my responsibility, and I thought I would get an edge and it would help me be even better, then would say, you know what, that's the truth. And that's what we expected, and we didn't get it yesterday. And it's a shame. You know, he got the advice from the Yankees. Go out there and tell the whole truth, and then sadly he didn't do so.
All right, so Dave, who has the bigger issue of image right now? Is it Alex Rodriguez or Major League Baseball?
I think it's Major League Baseball. We might think it's Alex Rodriguez, but when you look at who has anabolic egg on their face today, it's Bud Selig, who's been pushing Alex Rodriguez as the sort of clean home run king alternative to Barry Bonds.
The sport's never made more money. They're paying the commissioner $18 million. They never had greater attendance.
Right, but there's a deeper issue. People should read Jason Stark's article on ESPN.com the other day, who spoke about the very history of baseball being torn apart by this latest scandal. Baseball is only as strong as its history. It's unique in sports that way, and the only way you get to repair that history is through full accountability, and that begins and ends with Major League Baseball, not on the shoulders of one player.
And make sure they understand that Major League Baseball is a combination of the front office and the union. That's very important.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, Mike Paul, Dave Zirin, there are image questions. We appreciate you joining us today to talk about that. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Coming up ahead.